Good morning. Today is Tuesday, 5th November 2024. Today is the D Day, the US election day, but it is too close to call as far as I am concerned. My name is Vijay. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre Market Commentary, where we discuss what happened yesterday and what is likely to happen today. So, just let's get into the analysis. Yesterday, actually, the market movement shocked me and surprised me because it did not reveal as to what will happen when we saw what happened on the Murat trading day. So there was incessant selling right from minute one, and that took a heavy toll across the market as much as the Nifty went to a 2 month low. So that put the shivers into a lot of traders, and across the board, selling was noticed by FIIs. So Hero Motocorp, which actually came up with very good results, did poorly. Grasim also came down. Reliance, HDFC Bank, the works. I mean, there are very few stocks which were spared, excepting some PSU banks and a few stocks here and there. Small caps, which were doing very well for 5 days, went into a tailspin with the Angel One and Chennai Petro going lower. So that was as far as the small cap was concerned. Realty was dragged down. Then you had by 2.5%. Then metals came down. FMCG came down. Then Nifty Bank closed below 51,500. Axis Bank also did poorly. So all said and done, things were not looking good at all. Pharma also it snapped a 2% gaining streak. Nifty IT closed at 2 month low at flat levels. Nifty IT, people are scared that if Trump comes, he will put in restrictions on H-1B visas, and therefore IT sector will get into trouble. Nothing is known because the politicians can speak whatever they want to. At the end of the day, policies which are useful to America or for the world trade, that will be discussed. Of course, if Kamala Harris comes, then it is status quo. But one never knows who is coming because this time the elections are very tough fight, and the opinion polls are going this way, that way on a day-to-day, hour-to-hour basis. So FIS clearly sold about 4,329 crores. DIS could not match their buying. They bought only 2,936 crores. So yesterday, US markets, the Dow was down through the day. Nasdaq and S&P were up for some part of the session, and then they collapsed at the end. So that is again because of election jitters. Nobody knows exactly which way it is going, though the opinion pollsters are confident in their own calculations, which is based on a small sample size. So 10-year treasury yields also fell down because uncertainty. Gold and silver didn't do much. Oil went up because there is Iran-Israel issue is still there in the background. So anytime something can flare up there. So just let's look at what happened when Nifty fell from 25,000 to 24,000. The biggest sector losers were oil and gas, mainly Reliance, ONGC, and the oil marketing companies. Autos, even though autos did well in October, as far as the sales were concerned before Deepavali, but they got the chill when some of the larger manufacturers talked of offtake not being as good, especially Bajaj Auto, and all of them fell in a heap. That was about double-digit loss. Metals almost double-digit loss because China's activities. We don't know whether they're coming with stimulus, how big the stimulus. So that's why it came down. Then energy was down by about 9% and durables by 9% again because people felt the offtake for Deepavali was not that good. Outperformers, actually, there were no outperformers. Banks and financial services were flat. Healthcare was down by 2%, which is some kind of an outperformance in this kind of market. Private banks are down by 2%. Global, what are we watching today? Today, of course, as I said, election in US. Here, markets will be nervous. There will be further selling, I expect, across the board. I think the selling is nothing to do with elections or, whether China or Canada. It has got something to do with our fundamentals. Corporate fundamentals are deteriorating. Government has got the money power. Whether they have the willpower, we do not know. But there are a lot of stocks which are coming to value zone. And as a value investor, this is the best time to be looking at those, especially banks, and among them public sector banks, and among them PNB is what we have done. Today in the Nifty earnings, we have Dr. Reddy and we have Hindustan Lever. Dr. Reddy is not, Titan company, not Hindustan Lever. Sorry. On that, Dr. Reddy expectations are very less. That is why the stock has been hammered left, right, center. Titan is a tricky one because gold, we don't know inventory, what it is, what rate they bought. Those may come into action. Then, interestingly, Ola is the lock-in period is ending, so you will probably see some, selling coming in Ola Electric. So all in all, it is going to be a very volatile market, is what I suspect. And we decided that we will not be trading for last 2 days. That's including today. If there are interesting things, maybe my mentees will come to know. And luckily for us, 3 of the stocks which were there in the Deepavali Pongal portfolio have done well yesterday. They actually closed in the green, led by PNB and IndusInd Bank. So those were the stocks which did well. Even Canara Bank closed in the green. So above our purchase price, basically above our purchase price. So we are looking forward to beyond election. If there is no Middle East problem, I think we should see a good rally coming in after the next week, because this week is also the Fed, which will reduce interest rates. Then we also have the MSCI rebalancing, which will happen on 7th. So 7th is an important day as far as MSCI rebalancing is concerned. 8th is important for us because the Fed result would be known by them. So we are not doing anything. We are planning not to do anything as of now. But whatever you do, I hope it is successful. Thank you for joining. Please note, I am not a SEBI registered advisor. All this is my own personal, thinking. And if you like this kind of thinking, kindly like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Have a profitable day.